We'll be fine. What up, everybody? What up, world? Welcome to another fantastic edition, outstanding edition, amazing edition of the Fanatic Sports Podcast. We got the whole band with us today, y'all. So you know it's going to be the type of shenanigans that everybody has come to know and love from us. I got my man, the angry Puerto Rican. I got the throwback king, the Blue Report, Byron Johnson. Man, is first and foremost, before I start anything else, Blue is a pleasure to have you on stage with us today, bro.
It's been a rough 36 for me, man. It's been a work 36 hours.
Yeah, you know what, man? That's the reason why I'm so appreciative, man. We always praying for you, always sending good vibes. So of course to get you with us today for any amount of time is outstanding. Angry Puerto Rican is here, and he's grown some facial hair. So I will tell you that I'm extremely impressed by the amount of facial hair that you currently have. That brings that doubles, maybe triples the amount of hair on your whole head. since it can't grow at the top, you just put it at the bottom. That's smart on you. I like it. I think that's a good idea.
So every now and then, man, you know, I gotta let it grow out, man. Trying something new.
All right, so look, since Blue showed up, I do need to get one picture up for his discussion and his discussion only. But let me while I do that, I'm gonna upload this, and while I do, and give me your thoughts on the latest addition to the best basketball team in LA, the LA Clippers. You tell me. Bradley Beal just signed a 2-year deal for $11 million. So he'll join James Harden, who pushed for this deal, Kawhi Leonard, John Collins, the best European center of all time, Ivica Zubac. Tell me what that does for that team, if anything, for you.
They'll probably play all together a total between him and Kawhi Leonard. Probably play a total 40 games.
16 games. That's what I got. That's my over under 16 games that I'll get all five of those guys together.
Look, I don't know what this is doing. I get they're trying to revamp that bench, but I like the buyout because it's smart on the Suns' part. But I don't see this match and this move working for the Clippers, and God knows we don't even know how many games he'll play.
Listen, I told you this when you texted to me, and shout out my man Trail from Stepter Homes. He texted me the same thing, and I was just like, sure. Listen, now I will admit to both of you that I said it last year, and I was completely
wrong. Your audio now.
Is it? Oh, you know what? Because I got my. Oh Lord, I like that. Shout out to Hootens. Let me check my mic set.
No shout out to Hootens. Hootens on my poo-poo list right now.
Echo cancellation. Can you hear me now? Check. You good?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, then no shout out to Hootens. We'll have to cut that out. So, they but speaking of amateur non-professional sports, this actually does lead me right here to what I was wanting to show you. As we, you know, I'll finish up my talks about the Clippers when we get to the WNBA or when WNBA, NBA.
Right, the WNBA. You right, WNBA.
Jesus Christ. But before we get to all of that, Blue, I want you to have your moment. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna post this up, and then I'm gonna let you have you by yourself. We're gonna solo this. We're gonna do this with just you. But tell me your thoughts on this. One of I want to say the caption is or was that they were one of the only schools in the country to have a first round pick.
The only school.
Pardon me.
First round pick. in all four sports.
That's pretty good. I won't argue with that. That's pretty good. I think that Mason Graham is going to be a bust, but that's beside the point. I don't think that Danny Wolf is going to get enough play, but I think he's going to surprise some people. I know nothing about Will Horkoff, but I know him going to the Penguins means he must be pretty good because he's from the city of champions, in case you guys hadn't heard. Um, and then I would expect the angry Puerto Rican to tell me about where the Queens get the where the Queens get the money about this kid Voyet and what y'all expect from him. Are you familiar with him? Either of you? Both of y'all are
Oh,
metropolitan.
boy had a little bit, know a little bit about him.
Okay.
Um, I call him, yeah, he going to a good team with the Penguins, man. That's one of those situations where they can gradually bring him up through. I agree with you about Danny Wolf. Kid,
Hmm. Um, so I'm interested in this. I think
don't
this is
do
going
nothing,
to be
man.
so. Look, this is my thing. One of the things I really like about looking into the college sports, and I hope that we can kind of get back to it a little bit more, is that when you look at the totality of athletic programming, so being down here in Baton Rouge, I have to be up on all sports because sadly they win a lot of championships. It's kind of frustrating, but they do get. So I gotta take my L's. I gotta take my wins where I can get them right. So like for instance, when the gymnasts the gym backs beat LSU's gym team, right? They're top 10, top 5, top 10 gym programming. When we got a win over them, that's impressive. And so I'll take that dub every time I can get it, right? Horseback riding, underwater basket weaving. If Arkansas beats LSU in chess, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'll take it. I'll take whatever wins I can get. But I love the totality of the game, of all of the games, right? Of all the matches, of all the competitions. So to see something like this, to have four major sports have a first round pick with each one, that's pretty impressive. They did and they beat Ohio State this year. So one last look: Mason Graham, Danny Wolf, Will Horkoff, and Mitch Voyet, all first round picks from Michigan. Very impressed by that. And so, look, with that being said, it's time for us to get to business. The first thing I wanted to talk about was, and this is something I don't know if y'all have had the chance to follow it at length like I've been doing, but the MLB All Star Weekend or All Star events were really impressive to me. For a sport that a lot of people consider boring or find it hard to watch, especially when you're not at the game, they find it hard to watch. I do appreciate the MLB All Star event, the home run derby. Of course, that's that is akin to me to the dunk contest in the NBA. It's the most exciting thing that happens in baseball for those who don't watch on a daily, or aren't our casual fans. And give me your thoughts on the All Star Weekend, the home run derby, and then of course they do it right. I don't know how they make this happen for the players, but the players play with all of it. I don't know, maybe it's not all of their talent, but it always looks like these people are playing with something in mind. So talk a little bit, and you can go first about the All Star Weekend.
Look, I thoroughly enjoyed it yesterday. I think it was fun. And, college, and Philly, for the Phillies, going 3 for 3, smacking balls out the yard to basically take the lead 4-3, which I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be boring. My only problem and my only issue with the game, I think it's more of a skilled aspect towards it. Like, how they have competition and football, and they have the throwing, quarterbacks throwing. baseball, certain like that. Like I'd like to see what because I think it's Korea. I think the
Yeah,
Korean baseball they implemented a bunting type aspect to their All Star game where you have to get points to bunt. Look, bunting is a part of the game. I feel like
yeah,
if we can get a little bit more skilled aspect towards the All Star game, I would love it. My
yeah.
second my second issue. I'm tired of watching All Star baseball on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, man. Like on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Mm,
I want it to be on the weekends, man. Like I think it would draw more of a crowd. I don't know, man. Like I know how much people enjoy and they'll spend the money and go for the festivities, but you know, that's my only. But I enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed the home run. Derby, uh, he won of a tenth of an inch because his ball went further. Uh, let's just say like it was fun to watch. Didn't see a. I don't know what Chisholm was doing though. That guy for the Yankees, that was the worst pick for a
yeah.
home for a candidate to be in a home run derby. That dude was swinging at duds. I don't know what he was
Sheesh.
swinging.
So
Walnut.
Jazz, what's the name? Jazz, yeah.
Like he not hitting anything. I'm like, yo, why are you making a? I felt like he was making a mockery of the derby, and I feel like he was the worst choice to have as a home run derby candidate, man.
I
He
never
did,
I
he
never
did
knew
just
he
come
was
off an
like a
injury
home
though.
run hitter like that. I didn't never see him as a
He's
home run
not.
hitter.
He's
He just
not.
came off an injury also. He just came
Oh,
off
okay.
an injury.
That could be it too. That could be it. There's lots of and here's the other thing. Like just to be real, man, with the home run derby itself, like you got to get the right ball. And that could be. I'm trying not to tip. I'm not trying to be Ti here. But that could be any number of things that can go your way. That's why it always just amazes me when just to see hitters in their element when they're swinging and it's fun. You think about the Big Macs and the Sosas and the Ken Griffey Juniors and those guys. And what they've done during the home run derbies and just in general, just watching them go at it. But it takes a special kind of person. Blue, you got any thoughts on the All Star events from Major League Baseball?
Yeah, I like how they when the game was tied at the end, they did the three pitches. I like that at the end. What I didn't like, this is what I don't like.
Okay.
Um, the home run derby. The
Ooh.
the 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 40 second the 40 seconds at the beginning and then you get the three outs on it's too much. Um,
Right.
I think they should select the four from the American League, four
Right.
from the National League, do the 10 out thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they generally do. Because nowadays, it's too time consuming and too much. Sometimes you can put more. If you put too much sugar in your Kool Aid, you just got sugar water. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah,
It,
that's a
it was
bar right
it
there.
was already it was already right the way it was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the only thing I would tweak about the Major League Baseball All Star festivities is that.
Yeah.
Another thing I would do, I'm like Ant. There's other aspects of the game. Um, I would like to see somebody on third and give the somebody just out there in right field with the
Yeah.
ball and them running home and see if the guy from right field can gun them out or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
disarm.
A little bit of skill, a little bit of skill play, a
Look, look,
little
look,
skill
let's
play.
skill, let's skill play in it, but they can cause injury too. And that's one. That's
Yeah.
one good thing I feel that Major League Baseball does really, really well is preventing their guys from getting injured
Right.
in like in an All Star league. They prevent that, and I think that's what happened with the dunk contest. A lot of guys feel like they might get injured or something like that, but that's one of the things. But it's a lot of aspects in the dunk contest that's messed up. But I feel like that's one of the aspects. But that's Major League Baseball got it right when it comes to the All Star game and not having a debacle like they did with the tie game back in what was it in Seattle that time? Was Seattle was in
I think it
no, it was
was
in
Seattle.
Milwaukee. It was in Milwaukee. It was in
Okay.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
With that debacle with the tie game. The game was tied the ball at the end of the ninth inning, and they got you get your best hitter, you get your best hitter. They got three swings.
Right.
See what they can do. And whoever do best out of the three, game over. And I think the crowd was satisfied for that. I would like to see something like that.
Right. So let me ask you this then. Let's transition just a little bit. Um, where do you rate the not just this year, but I guess if we look at all of the All Star Game events from 24-25, whether it be the NFL and what they've done for the Pro Bowl, the NBA All Star Weekend, the Hockey All Star Weekend, All Star events. Where do you put this in amongst the major four?
I think, and y'all probably
Okay.
gonna disagree with me.
Okay.
NFL is last.
Yeah. No, I will not
Because
disagree
I
with you there.
definitely agree with you on that.
you don't have true all stars there. As far as what they do with the Pro Bowl, I like the festivities and what they do, but it's last because you don't have true all stars there. Go ahead and do it after the Super Bowl. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Let everybody who participated in the Super Bowl that's a Pro Bowler participate also. I'm gonna put NBA third, and I'm gonna
third.
put the NBA third because I watched a clip about Kobe Bryant. Hey man, his last All Star game, he said, "Man, best thing I can do for me, get me up out of here, just go out there and compete. Let's have a good game." You know what I mean? Just going down there and just letting stopping and letting somebody pull it from half court and things like that. Just it's not feasible. Okay,
Okay.
and second I'll put Major League Baseball, and I just explained that. And
Mm-hmm.
number one, I put the NHL because the NHL shows skill and everything. And that's the only
They
time you're gonna see a high scoring hockey game, but you're still gonna see a lot of physicality and competitiveness. So I always like the NHL All Star brand is probably the best out of all major sports.
okay. What you got, Ant? Rank them
I'm
1 through 4.
I'm piggybacking off of Blue, man. Blue, yo, hands down. I think that was probably that's exactly where I would go with the list. Just thinking about it, I feel like some of these guys, like in the NBA, actually, you know what? I'd have to switch. I'd have to put the NBA All Star Game fourth, and then NFL third. And the
Okay.
reason
Mhm.
why, because there's no defense being played. And I get it, like you said, it's the lack of injuries. You don't want to get hurt, but back in the day, you didn't see a lot of that, man. When we were growing up, we didn't see a lot of this, the high scoring. We seen physicality. We seen guys, going up to each other. They had a disdain, dislike for each other, when they played in the All Star game.
Yeah.
Uh, and it was still fun, but like I feel like now it's been made a mockery, and they don't know what to do with it. I still don't like the whole USA versus the world. I don't know if I'm sold on that. Uh, like I feel like they're trying to take a page out of the NHL's, with what they did. But
That's
I
what they're
think
trying to
you're
do.
right. NHL's they may have had a high scoring game, but it was still a lot of physical play. Like guys really went after it. They weren't
You still got
timid.
guys going to the penalty box. You still got guys getting body checked. You still,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's
It's
still
still a
they
fight.
still
It's
playing a
still an
full
NHL
game.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it's
it
still
was
an NHL
fun. Like I
game.
feel like it's fun, and I'm with you, Blue. Like I think NHL knows what they're doing. I think Major League Baseball is starting to get there. That's why they should be number two. I think, like I said, I agree with you on the home run derby. I think they should be 10 outs. They should go back to the standard of what we grew up. There's too much that you see. I feel like it takes a toll, man. You watching these guys and they get an extra, like you said, an extra 40 seconds, this and the third. It's like these guys are tired, man. Like that's what the break is for. That's what the All Star game is for your body to take a break. And I get you go and you represent your team, but I also feel like some of these guys, like look, man, they need a break. It was nice to see Pete, Polar Pete hit a home run yesterday. Like I was like, oh yes, let's go.
Yeah.
It was nice to see that, but I feel like these All Star events are for the fans, and I feel like some of these, I feel like NHL hands down has figured out how to keep their fans engaged into an event.
Yeah, for real.
And I'm a casual NHL fan. I'm not like a diehard. I
Right.
mean, I'm a Winnipeg Jets fan, and I'm upset that we got beat by Dallas this year. But well, anyway,
I'm,
uh,
I'm about to
but,
ask do you
but
have a team yet?
Winnipeg, and
Okay.
I mean, but as a casual hockey fan, you watching the All Star game. they'll make you sit down and watch a hockey game. Like, well, we sit down and watch a game.
It's actually that's actually what got me into hockey. I started following hockey more personally just because I enjoyed the All Star game and what they brought to that game, and they really did they painted a great picture. They told a great story and brought us into it. So me personally, I couldn't help but start following it. And then we went through the playoffs. The playoffs was cool. The Stanley Cup Finals were outstanding again. Hated for the Oiler fans, but
Yeah,
man, yeah, but you love to see what's going on in Florida back to back the way they are. It's impressive. It's impressive.
check this out
NHL
though.
does what they're supposed to do.
Check this out though.
Okay,
Um, what is it? In the last, let's see, Florida, the Panthers won two back to back.
that's
The
right.
Lightning is one. Lightning won. One. I think they won like 4 of the last 7 years in the state of Florida, and
Mm-hmm.
Stanley Cup championship, something like that.
Yeah,
So I mean, far as like I said with the NHL, I watch it during the playoffs. Like I'll sit down, I'll watch a game,
yeah,
I watch the Stanley Cup finals because the Stanley Cup finals, like if you get a game seven in the Stanley Cup finals, that's the greatest game seven in sports. Argue with your mama, I don't care what anybody say. That's the greatest game seven in sports
yeah.
because
For
I
real.
don't know what it is about that hockey game seven. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get. It's just so exciting. It's action
It
packed. It's
never
like
tell. You can never
everything.
tell, bro. Like it's a if you get to a
There's no
game
such
seven, it's really up. Yeah.
there's no such thing as a home ice, home field, home court advantage in hockey. It's just like if you have it that
Mm-hmm.
night, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
For real.
show is like I said. I think they've turned it up over the years. With how I forgot what they do. That they didn't they make the goal a little bit bigger. Like the goal where the goalie is.
Yeah.
They made it a
Yeah,
little
the
bit bigger
crease.
for scoring.
Yeah, the crease.
Yeah, like I feel like that changed a little bit. You don't see high scoring hockey games. You're really not gonna see high scoring hockey games
Well,
unless
I was gonna say high score in hockey is like 6-4, so it's not like we're talking about. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's not like we're talking about some 30-10 type things.
Yeah, like it's fun, man. It's fun to watch. I love that a lot of these other athletes go to the game and they show the video and they got the microphone, they're mic'd up and they're like, oh, I didn't know they
Yeah.
hit like that. Like that's kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Like
We
the
saw.
people that
We
go, I kind of
saw
like that.
Xavier Leggett from the Panthers. He really
Yeah,
kind of turned it
man,
up a little bit.
that
That
guy,
was dope.
man, he's funny. He's just funny in itself, man. I don't know how you just look. I see why he plays for the Panthers, man. And he scares everybody on that team because he eats
That's funny.
raccoons and shit like that. But look,
I hear it's good. I hear it's good. The raccoon meat. I haven't tried it yet. So
Raccoon ain't
I'm
no
good
cone to
on
fight.
that.
None of the
okay,
coon to
look,
fly.
I'm not
Man,
rural enough, I guess.
I ain't
so
neither but coon is fighters.
so man, look, we talked about and so
And
it was
you,
I never gave my four my rankings. And what if you would ask me 20 years ago what was your favorite what my favorite All-Star weekend would have been, I would have told you the NBA, right? The dunk contest, the three-point contest, even when they added the skills contest, I loved all of that. They've taken such a back seat because I don't know if they just didn't know how or they've fallen. I would probably still put them at third. I think that football that the NFL does a better job than them, but I still get more excited for All Star Weekend, even for the fact of understanding, because like you said, Blue, if we're not getting the best players because those two teams are playing in the Super Bowl, then it's kind of not fun as far as the game. And then even though it's at the end of the season, they're still worried about injuries and such. So, the flag football is not all that hype to me. So I still put the NBA in front of it. And the reason I bring all that up with the NBA, I think baseball is two and NHL is one. But the reason I bring up the NBA is because I don't know if you guys have heard this or not. Adam Silver has started exploring the ideas of NBA expansion. And more importantly, not just expansion, but expansion out of the country, out of the U.S. and the contiguous 48 states, and out of the North America into Europe. Um, I've got my thoughts, but I want to hear you guys as first talking about NBA expansion, particularly going to Europe and that type of thing.
Hey, Bloka, real quick, man. Your audio keeps going in and out. Like you'll go low and then come right back. Just give me a heads up.
I appreciate it.
Blue, take this one, man.
I'm all for expansion. I think that Seattle deserves a franchise. That city has been starving for one. Um, I like to see a franchise in Las Vegas. Um, with the Las Vegas Knights there, the WNBA team, the Aces. Then you're gonna have the Oakland A's is going to be there here within the next few years. You got the Raiders there. You the NBA team. Um, I like Vancouver. I like Vancouver.
Interesting.
Leave that Europe stuff alone. They have enough leagues over there. We don't need to expand the NBA into Europe. That's something that I don't think the NFL needs to do it. I don't think the NBA needs to do it. If you want to play a game over there, I'm all for it. But as far as expanding and saying that, man, I got drafted by the London whoever, or I got drafted by the Paris
London
whoever.
silly nannies.
You know what I'm saying? I got drafted by the Dublin whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like you that far away. I mean, think about because you have to think about this, and I'm not saying it because of the cities and they won't be good fans. I'm saying it because you have kids that are playing, that are freshmen, saying, "Okay, I play my 1 year in college, then I'm going to the NBA. I'm one and done." Then I get drafted by a team way over the other side of the water. Now I'm away away from home. When I was in college, I was away from home. Now I'm over here in the league. I'm away away from home,
Right.
and that can take a toll on you, man. And then you don't know the language, you don't know the cultures, all that other thing, man. Leave Europe alone. Leave it alone. Now, if it was MLS, I'm all for it. Yeah, go to Europe because everything flows that way. But no, leave Europe alone.
I'm with you
But
on that.
Vancouver, Vegas, Seattle, yeah, maybe Nashville. I heard Nashville a lot. I heard Nashville being thrown around a lot too.
One of other what? So I agree with you. Don't we let leave? I think they definitely need to leave the European countries alone. You definitely don't want to hear your name being called. And now with the number one pick, the London Knights pick so and so. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that at all. You totally right on that. I would love to see a team in those two cities that you said, but I also like to see two other places: Mexico City and Kansas City.
Okay.
Kansas City already has an arena already built. They just need a team. So I'm with that. I like the fact of that. If you do get a Seattle team and a Vegas team, that means two teams have to move over from the West going into the East. I think it needs to be formatted that way. I would like to see Minnesota move over.
Yeah.
Memphis,
I'd definitely like to see
Minnesota,
Minnesota move
Memphis,
over to the East.
Minnesota, Memphis, the only two teams I feel like make. Well, New Orleans. Those
Yeah.
two teams make sense. Those two teams
So
make sense.
I also agree, which I kind of I almost don't want to agree because y'all both said it, but no, Europe. Let me disagree with you on this then, Blue.
Yeah,
Even if you're talking MLS, Major League Soccer in America, I still don't want. Now I think I like them going to get some of the European players. Shout out my man Adam Blake. He was on here not too long ago. He'll be back shortly. We were talking about the idea of some of the like lower level stars that we may not know from the Europe leagues that could come over and make a name and be like a big time star in the MLS. And borrowing them, or maybe even grabbing some of the players, the best players from relegated teams, things like that. But which I know what relegation is now that I've watched Ted Lasso. But like as far as the MLS, there's not enough people or not enough fandom in America. So I don't want to bring in any of the other teams, the players, but not the teams. I think that like we need to build our own here. and focus on that. I think the same for really all major sports. I got to tell you, I'm not super excited about my favorite football team, whose name I won't say, Anthony, so you can calm down and brush your beard. But I'm not excited about them playing in Europe. I don't mind Mexico, and I actually thought that German game was pretty dope. They did get a good game out in Germany, but I'm not super excited about my team going over there because I'm not waking up. I gotta wake up. I'm gonna have to miss the game because I'm gonna be in Sunday school. This is stupid. That's not the way God designed Sundays. Everybody knows that. But I like. Look, it's in
I
the.
can't believe you just went there. I
Read
can't
the
believe you went there, but it is true.
read the red words. We not watching football at 8 a.m. on Sundays. This is dumb, but whatever. I mean,
I had
But
a pa- I had a pastor told me when we came to church last week, the Cowboys led one. I was in high school. Yeah.
look, I just put the link in my men's ministry group, and so I know that a couple of them just laughed at what you said. The other ones were like, "Nah, they still wouldn't have won." But I mean, now to be fair, we do get out a little bit earlier on Sundays than the fall for some reason or another. Um, but whatever. I
I
like
wonder why.
because Jesus loves football. So, but I would say this: one city that y'all didn't mention that would be great for the NBA would be Pittsburgh. I feel like they would
Woo.
be they'd be a great place for a and I don't just say that because my favorite football team is there. But I do say that because they are the city of champions, so I would assume there'd be an NBA championship.
And and one of my favorite movies ever was filmed about a professional basketball team in Pittsburgh,
What movie is that?
The Fish That Stole Pittsburgh. You never seen it before?
No, I got
Starring Dr. J.
Oh wow.
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh,
Well,
starring Dr. J.
all right. So look, we save that thought because I just switched the topic. I do wanna talk about this, and I feel like I was gonna make some extra content about it, but since Blue brought it up, before we finish today, I want to talk about your favorite sports movie. So, but we'll get to that in a second. So speaking of expansion, right? We're talking about NBA expansion. An expansion. This is all with the NBA. That's all. This is in the thought process right now. They're writing things down. Most of it probably won't come to fruition, except for maybe I know Silver was gun ho about getting Seattle back, and gun ho about. I know that a lot of people are pushing for Vegas, and part of the reason why is because it's having such a good run in the WNBA. So, talking about expansion, teams that are already set up in the WNBA that are over the next 3 years, I know there's a team coming back to Cleveland and a team coming back to Detroit. Portland has already they're announced to be started. So at the end of this season,
Portland Fire. Have you seen that logo?
their logo is fire, by the way.
That logo is ill.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
That has to be the illest logo I've seen.
Yeah, I'm getting it pulled up. Don't you worry.
As we
That
talk about the
logo is
WNBA,
ill.
as we talk about the WNBA,
Yeah.
I seen something, and before we I'm not trying to switch, but I just gotta ask. Would y'all rock a women's jersey? Like, I don't. The reason why I say that because I've seen people slander something. There was a guy who was rocking his girlfriend's
I'm trying to find a
jersey.
Tahina Pow jersey right now.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I was about to say hell yeah. I would rock one. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get me a Aces shirt. I'm about to get me an Aces shirt.
And I'm gonna get the Liberty shirt too.
I
I'm a,
want to get
I'm
the
a Liberty
Fridas.
You
fan.
a Liberty fan,
Yeah, I'm a Liberty fan.
bro? Come on, man.
Bring that school.
Who?
That school.
Who? Never heard of these
Brianna
people before.
Stewart,
Didn't we
the
just
defending
win? Yo,
WNBA champions.
didn't they just win the
The
chip?
defending
Win a
WNBA
what?
champions, dog.
You're
Yes,
such a hater, Bloka.
I'm a New York Liberty fan.
I would have never invited you people to this television program if I'd have known that y'all were gonna be this inappropriate.
You are what?
I
You a
mean,
Vegas Aces fan? I get it.
Yeah, MVP Asia Wilson A1.
Now,
it
my two favorite players though don't play with my team though.
okay.
My two favorite players, Kelsey Plum
All right. I miss Kelsey
and
Plum.
Kelsey Plum. That's my doctor. And Bay play over there in Atlanta.
Oh,
Tahina
Brittany.
Papa.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Brittany
Tahina
Griner.
Papa. No, Tahina Papa. That's Bay.
Big Daddy Brittany.
I don't know,
No,
like
no.
I just see a lot of, I was like looking at this man, and I seen this like this post, and it was a guy walking his girlfriend's jersey who plays, and people just like, there's no way I'd rock a women's jersey. Like, are you that sensitive in your skin to like, wow, to not to rock a woman's jersey? I'm like, I'll rock a women's jersey all day long. Like, yo,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm not even a Portland Fire fan. I'm not even a Portland Fire fan. But you get me one of them hats or a T-shirt like this. Come on, baby. We we there with
That
it.
logo ill, man. That logo's ill.
Check out this one,
That logo's ill. Yeah, it's
bro.
ill.
Come
It's a
on, like
rose that's on fire, dog. That's ill.
that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. So like those are the types of things that kind of excite me, man. And I just messaged with him, so I know we finna get with him in the near future. My man Gabe Zoda, shout out Gabe Zoda, shout out the playbook, shout out his whole crew and everybody working with him, bro. Um, okay, so probably Sunday will be when we'll be getting with Gabe about to talk a little more about the WNBA. We'll talk about expansion. We'll talk about the league thus far. And look, so their All Star weekend, it's all time right
It's
back in
coming up.
together this
Yep.
weekend. This weekend,
Mhm.
and so shout out to the Liberty or whoever. It's the my man Gabe he does cover so Blue. You definitely going to get in chat with dude as well. He does cover New York sports as a whole, and he works for the Liberty, covering them as well. So dope. Very very excited to have Gabe back with us. My main reason I'm excited to have Gabe back is not even about all the New York stuff and his really cool journey to doing all this professional journalism, but more importantly is because he shut Anthony down. Like I haven't met very many people that have been able to be as fiery and professional as Ant. And Gabe took the cake right there. So
I
That ain't
owe him
hard to
one
do.
this Sunday. I owe him one on Sunday, so his time is coming. Hey Gabe, I really hope you watching this. Man, when you clip this, you let him know I'm coming for him, man. He going, oh yeah, he gonna get the elbow real quick.
Yeah, man. But look, real excited about that, man. Real excited about the expansion. So with Portland, and so look, man, I'm gonna tell you. Speaking of the Aces, they got beat a couple times. We lost to Golden State to the Valkyrie already.
I like
So
them. I like them. I like how they
yeah,
play.
yeah,
I like how they play, man.
yeah. So
They're
so
fun to watch.
it
Yeah.
look and this is the thing about the WNBA expansion. And so what's old girl from the Pacers, Caitlin Clark's Sophie Cunningham is her name. Sophie Cunningham
Oh,
she got misquoted, but she shouldn't have said what she said. Just to be real, like now I understand what she's saying. She walked herself back, and not even necessarily walked herself back. Like you know how journalism sometimes they'll post some things that won't they'll ask you a question in a way that's gonna slant it and make you. I'm with all that. And so I understand her plight from that standpoint, but you got to be careful what you say. And she said some things about Detroit and Cleveland, but her point was she was wanting to. The point is to get women's basketball, the WNBA in particular, into the better, bigger markets. There's some markets that are being missed in the WNBA. Like for instance, I'll give y'all an example. Do you guys know the team that has the most NBA championships, or excuse me, WNBA championships?
Houston.
The Houston Comets. That is correct. And they had superstars with them. Why is there not a WNBA team in Houston?
That's true. Why is there
So
not one in Miami?
again, So to that point, I get Sophie's point. Sophie had a good point in saying that there are some markets that she felt like were better markets than Portland, Cleveland, Golden State, and Detroit. However, um, you know,
Philadelphia is one in 2030.
well, so here's the deal. I believe what happened was because they had too many. And you know what? I'll tell you this. I hate to kind of sound this way, but this is how I've always felt. Not that it necessarily should be tied to the boys, but like I feel like that they should build off those markets and those fan bases. Because at pro sports is tied to your city pride. So the Connecticut Sun, while I know it's a lot of UConn fans that love the women's basketball program, I don't think we need a Connecticut Sun. I think Connecticut should move to Philly, right? I think that Miami needs a team. First thing first, as much as I believe that the Supersonics of Seattle need to be a team again, I think that the Comets of Houston need to be a team in the WNBA. We're doing ourselves a disservice and trying to get rid of that legacy. And for whatever reason, man, every other Cleveland's got a team coming. Detroit. You said Philly's got one in 2030. They got a list. Houston is like at the back of the list, bro. I don't understand it. I don't
I
Don't
think
understand.
don't
I
forget
think I
Toronto.
think
Hey, I was gonna say, don't forget Toronto. They're gonna be called the Toronto Tempo. They're beginning to set play in 2026.
now, now that right there, Toronto Tempo. I don't agree with a team going
Me
a
neither.
WNBA team going to Canada because women's basketball is not as big in Canada as it is here in America. And then with the tax rate up there, as far as the salaries and everything, they already complaining about they don't get paid enough. Up there, you really finna be struggling because of
Yeah, see.
the differences of the tax rates and everything. So I don't like the Toronto move.
Now
Me personally, I like the Miami move.
yeah.
I like a move to Miami. I like the Philly thing. I used to like the Charlotte thing when Don Staley was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Charlotte had a nice little situation there. So
I,
that's another place. But
just
I
like we were talking about in the segue to this, man. I think that you see what Seattle, how the fan base did in Seattle when Seattle won the championship a few years ago. There's such a buzz, especially with the way the Aces have played in the recent years. What it means, and there's been clamor for Vegas to get a team. They've had All Star games there and all sorts of things. So you see what it's done for what the WNBA has done for the NBA in that regard. So that's why I feel like with the NBA, the WNBA needs to be having teams in the fan bases of WNBA or of NBA teams. Let them kind of mesh together. I think that's a great. It keeps basketball year round. Like I don't know why the NBA hasn't done more. And I've said this on this show publicly before, and I'll say it again. Shame on the NBA for letting the WNBA go 25 years before they finally started making the right decisions. And it's as
and I blame a lot of that on David Stern. I blame a lot of that on David Stern.
okay.
He
Hey,
he didn't. David Stern didn't. Uh, he
he
didn't put the energy behind it like Adam Silver is right
and
now. Adam Silver is
I think the biggest thing is when you figure out what it means to have a women's league and have a women's league that is making those kinds of strides. I think now that it's become more real, um, I think, and I'm happy to see it. I'll tell you the truth. I am happy to see it. But man, look. So we're hitting the 45-minute mark. I got one more thing, and we talked about it earlier. Um, Favorite sports movie. Okay, so I've got a list of sports movies that I've been in love with for a long time. Um, you is there one of your
if
favorite?
you go ahead.
Is there? Do you have a favorite? And do you have
I
a
do.
favorite? Okay.
I do. There's it's up there. I'm not. It's up there with Remember the Titans. This is my number one of all time.
Wow.
Remember the Titans is my number one, but I have to go with a classic. I just watched the other day. Uh, Basically, I watched it the other day. It's on Netflix, and it leaves on my birthday, which is crazy, but it's a really great movie for the love of the game with Kevin Costner.
Okay.
That was a really, really good movie. And you got to see the battling of him losing love and battling his the injuries, playing, doing all of this, and come back and get a perfect game. It's something. The last perfect game I think that's been thrown was what I think David Cone.
Yeah. It was Conan. I think that was like 99 or 01 or something like that.
And I hate bringing up the Yankees,
Oh,
but it was kind of. I was there another one, Blue?
I'm trying to think because I know Doc Rivers threw either a perfect game or no hitter for the Yankees,
Yeah,
and it was either before David Cone threw the perfect game or it was after David Cone threw the perfect game. So
Doc,
looking
Doc,
at the right.
Doc,
Doc Gooden,
Doc
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 Gooden.
Holiday.
Gooden,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Doc
Doc
Good.
Gooden.
I thought did
Uh,
Doc
Okay,
Holiday pitch into the 01?
actually, the last perfect game in the Major League Baseball was
Domingo
pitched by
German.
Domingo Herman of the New
That was
York
in
Yankees, June 28,
that was
2023, against the
2023.
Oakland
Okay.
Athletics.
99 pitches to complete the game. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
So how about you, Blue? I know you were talking about the fish that stole Pittsburgh. Is that the top of
the
your
fish that saved Pittsburgh,
okay.
star-studded cast, Dr. J, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Connie Hawkins, my mama, Debbie Allen is in there. Uh, that's Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
She's in there. Star-studded cast. That's one of my favorite sports movies. You can actually see that on YouTube. Type of Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. It's on there. Meadowlark
I'm finna
Lemon.
look it up. Yeah.
Meadowlark Lemon is in the movie.
That's what's up.
It's about the team was called the Pittsburgh Pythons. They changed the name to it. Everybody on the team, and Blocker, you gonna appreciate this because this is what we have in common. Everybody on the team was sign they were Pisces.
that's
So
funny.
everybody
I
was
gotta check
Pisces.
this movie out, man. I definitely gotta check that out.
Yeah, the Fish that Saved Pittsburgh. But my favorite sports movie, and we used to skip school in high school to go watch this at the Tandy 10 my 10th grade year, and I probably seen
Tandy
it
10.
literally.
Golly.
I literally seen this movie 80 times. The
Yeah.
program that
Yeah.
made me that made me scared to go play college football. The program,
What? All right. So
the
look,
program.
let me tell
Look at me
y'all my
while I peel your cap.
hey, I'm
Yo,
gonna
when the
get
dude eyeball, hey, look, when the dude eyeball come out, that's when I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
yeah.
That's like I'm good. I'll play basketball. I'll play baseball. No football. I'm good.
When he hit home, boy, he was snotting and everything. I said, they hit that hard in college. No. I said,
But
don't even
so
worry about it.
so
It's gonna be okay.
so I was
as
I
you were
was
talking about favorite sports movies, what's yours, Blocker?
all right, so I got five. I can't just do one. I gotta do
Um,
five. But you gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh, okay?
there better be nothing about the Clippers or or the Steelers. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you mean to tell me you don't think that the last night was a sports movie because the greatest football team of all time was filmed in it? Never mind then.
So
Okay,
Dallas Cowboys,
I get
Dallas
I
Cowboys.
guess I only got four then. Whatever. So,
We talking about
now,
the Dallas. You talking about Dallas Cowboys?
no, I was talking about teams that win championships, not this
Yeah, I
this
mean,
this this millennium, not
we was
last
cheated in
year.
that championship. I'm old enough to remember watching the game.
That's just because we old.
No,
That's
I'm
why.
not. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I would know. Those 3 years while I was born. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I ain't that
So
old.
all right. So my five favorite sports movies. All right. So number one, and it's not necessarily in order, but these are the five that I think of. I love Blue Chips. Right. Shout
Love
out
it.
to
Like
Shaq and
it.
Penny. Um,
Y'all
the program. Um,
program. Yes.
all right. So this is one that's gonna kind of throw you off. It had Kevin Costner, and it was called
King
Draft Day. It
Cup.
was oh
Oh, that.
no,
Oh, I like that.
Draft Day with Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace to the King
See,
T'Challa. And so all right, this is where
I want my draft picks back.
it's gonna get a little silly.
Yeah.
All right. So I love Talladega Nights. Um,
Is that really a sports movie?
yeah,
don't know. I don't consider that.
It's not. The Days of Thunder is about racing.
Yes.
So is Talladega
Days of
Nights.
Man, Talladega Nights about talk about I'm on fire.
And then all right, and then my last one, my last favorite sports movie was Angels in the Outfield. But
Ooh, I like Angel in the Outfield.
see what I'm saying? So,
Yo, you guys remember I know you guys remember the movie Rookie.
yep, love that one
Yo,
too.
so so I watched a video with dude. His name is I can't remember his last name. I know his first name is Ian. He's the guy that played the pitcher.
Okay.
He said he was so starstruck at Barry Bonds. He was like, this is Barry Bonds. Like this Barry Bonds. Like he was just tripping. Like, and he said Barry Bonds come up to him and stayed there, like through the whole scene because he strikes him out, right? And he
Right.
says right after that, he goes, Barry Bonds comes and goes, man, you're a good actor, kid. And he said he about fainted. He's like, man, this great Barry Bonds. And this is when he played for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? No one mentioned Major League One or Two.
I was just about to say if I could round out 10, and that's the reason why I gotta do so many, and we're gonna have to do content just on this on our favorite sports movies, because like so Major League One and
Major
Two was
League One and Two.
crazy. Dude, I used to rent that from Hastings. Like, think about that. And then and
You can
then
watch Major League One. You watch Major League Two on YouTube for free.
yeah. I love the
Black Hammer.
the mighty ducks. The mighty ducks was hard. Like it
I
just I
like two and
mean
three.
I
Two and
I
three was my joints.
I could go on for days just on sports movies alone, bro. So we definitely gonna get some content on that.
Rebound. The Earl Manigault story.
Golly,
Yeah.
it's 100 of them, bro.
And you
It's
know another good movie, if y'all get a chance, if y'all can get a chance when it comes out on DVD, or if y'all get a chance to stream it, y'all gotta watch that new Brad Pitt movie F1.
okay.
That hands down is like I'm from beginning to end. It'll
Okay.
touch you straight up. Like you'll be like, yo, all right, this is a really good movie. Like I watched it the other day on my laptop, man. And I was like, whoa, this is dope. Like it did
Serious
not do
question.
my screen justice. I should have just had it on the big screen because it was too
Se-
small.
Serious question. Serious
Okay.
question. Is it better than
Okay.
Sinners?
What's that? What?
Is it better than Sinners?
Better than
Is it?
Sinners?
Is it better than Sinners?
Oh,
Sinners is the best movie of the year.
I gotta check it out because I gotta see. I want to say it's
I
on
gotta say
Max.
no, it's not better than Sinners.
Nah.
Okay. Sinners is the best movie of the year.
Wow, that's big.
If Michael B. Jordan doesn't win an Oscar, the Academy Awards should stop voting.
Well,
Oh,
we well past that anyways. But no, I'm with you. It was an outstanding movie. I will admit
Can't
this.
do it.
I will
You
admit this.
can't do it.
I did not like his southern accent. I don't know if y'all know this or not. A lot of that movie was shot 25 minutes south of me in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. So shout out to Donaldsonville. And it's crazy. I could kind of tell where it was because the fields are kind of distinctive that way. But yeah, it was an outstanding movie. I
He
didn't
got
like his southern
game.
accent. Ooh, Jesus Shuttlesworth. Oh my God. All right, we gotta stop because I
love and
got.
basketball.
Oh, boo, boo. Oh my God, love and basketball. Play me for my heart. Ah, boo.
Hey,
That's,
back then that was a dope movie, man.
I know. But I don't know. It's something about it. It's a little too girly for me. I didn't.
Sunset Park, what time is it? Time to get by. Time to represent. Sunset Park, what
Well, you know
time is it?
exactly. Hey,
Yeah.
so real quick, I
Tell,
know
yo,
I
yo, yo,
have
yo, check this out. No, no, yo,
MLB
check
All
this
Star
out.
Game.
Ten movies. We
10
gonna we
movies.
gonna do we gonna do a 10 sports movie versus
We
10
gotta do that
movies.
content. We gotta do that content. That's content. That's gotta be content. We gotta make this. So like,
10 sports
hey,
movie versus.
I'm off all weekend, so we gotta rock it out. But look, all
Yeah, I
right.
am too.
So
Hey,
I do have a
reason
question
why.
real
Hey,
quick before we wrap it up.
what you got?
go ahead.
Blue, and this is for you too, man. I know you a Met fan just like I am.
Queens
Boo.
get the
I'm
money.
sorry.
Queens
Hey,
get the
I'm
money.
sorry.
Where do you, so y'all, you're a Kansas City fan. I'm a Met fan. You're a Met fan.
Queens
Blue.
get
Definitely
Queens
got to
get the
ask
money.
after
Queens
this
get the
All
money.
Star break. Where do y'all see your teams going? Where do you see the team going?
You
If
go
we don't get
first,
our pitching,
Blue.
we don't get our pitching correct, we're gonna be a wild card team. But I think we can. It's really gonna be tough. Really tough. Really
Yeah.
is tough. But if we don't get our pitching together and get these bats rolling, we're gonna be a wild card team. But you know, it's been World Series champions come out that wild card round, so
Yeah, I was
we can
about to
do
say,
that.
I just need a seat at the table. And for the Royals, we just picked up Adam Frazier, an infielder
Yeah, I seen that.
for us. I think that's a good trade. I think we're gonna do some deadline stuff that's gonna get us to that seat at the table. But honestly, man, I don't see us getting past the Yankees. I don't feel like. I think if somebody could put the Yankees out of their misery, we got a chance against everybody
They
else.
gonna put themselves out of their misery, man. They can't. Yo, they don't have pitching. Their pitching is horrendous.
Because
Say it again. I'm
Queens
so
get the money.
if we,
Exactly.
but the problem is our pitching hadn't been great either. So that's the big thing. Um,
We need two relievers. We need a left-handed pitcher coming out of the bullpen. That's what we need.
Facts.
A left-handed pitcher coming out of the bullpen, and we good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like our starting pitching is excellent, but we need a
Yes.
left-handed pitcher coming out of the bullpen. We start getting injured at the wrong time,
Oh
and
man,
Philly got
every
hot
single
at the
year, every
wrong
single
time.
year. But I will tell you a stat. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Since the rough start that Edwin Diaz has had since
Oh,
April 26th, that man
yeah,
has not given up and run at all since April 26th, 27th.
right.
That's huge. That's
That's
huge for us in the
massive,
bullpen. That's a
massive,
save machine right there.
massive.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what our Mets do. Yeah, I'm excited to see what we do if we do pick up anybody. Because there are talks of we definitely do need a left-handed pitcher in our bullpen. We need to strengthen up our relievers. And I think we need to have a backbone with another maybe a guy who can come and start, maybe also be a starting pitcher and also maybe relief pitch every now and then. We need a guy like that because we're
a
getting Sean
swinger.
Manaea back. Kodai Senga comes back in a couple weeks. Like, I'm excited for what we can do now. Offensively, we got to hit the
And,
ball.
and,
We
and
can't just
we
be
got to the baseball. And I like to see us pick up like a utility infielder. That's
yeah.
always good for a playoff push.
Yeah.
Utility infielder. But we need a left-handed relief pitcher, please.
Hey,
Hey,
I hear
fellas,
you.
Yeah.
before we get going, man, I told you I'm working off like 36 hours. And that past 36 hours been kind of rough for me.
Yeah.
We had put my dad in the hospital yesterday.
Oh man.
Um,
Oh shit.
yeah, he might
Sorry.
have to have. He's going to have surgery, but we don't know if it's going to be just
Well,
stent in the heart or he might have to have bypass surgery. So it's been
if
rough for me. I'm probably gonna be off work for the rest of the week. Ain't no problem. I am gonna be off work for the rest of the week.
yeah.
Um,
Well, look, bro. Look,
so
man. Like I said, we got a lot of content we got going. But whatever you need to do, bro. Obviously, you take that time, take care of family, bro. We definitely praying for.
oh man,
Praying,
this
We
right here
praying
is
for
an
we
you,
escape.
bro.
This is an escape, man. So I've been
Yeah, I
kind of,
hear you. Well,
I
look,
mean,
man.
this is an escape.
Listen, like I said, I know for me it's been a lot going on for me too. So that this work is definitely work to get to it. Speaking of, I got a couple announcements, couple things that I'm pretty excited about, man. As we approach the first most important thing is April the 14th. That's the day I want to do it. It's gonna be in that week, but probably that.
August.
My
Yeah.
bad.
You mean August?
One of those months, the one that
Happens.
It
starts
started
with
with
an
an A.
A. So that's a Thursday. Thursday the 14th is when I would like very much to do our 1 year anniversary. So we should be sitting at that's about 4 weeks from now. So we should be sitting at least 40 episodes, maybe a few more. But that's gonna be a pretty fun episode. We're looking forward to that. We do, and we haven't been doing it quite as much lately, but we're gonna get back to it. We have been having a lot of our awesome sponsors and partners that we've been talking to you about. Hopefully, I can get a few of them on the air and let them tell you about the great things that they're working on. So that's in the works. We're lining that up August the 14th. That's 1 year, man. Speaking of 1 year, shout out to our guys over at Run Your Mouth. The Run Your Mouth podcast just hit their year anniversary.
It's their
So
year. Yeah, they did.
yeah, so very very dope,
I'm
man.
probably gonna I'm probably gonna get with them this week too.
Yeah, do it,
And,
do it, do it, do it.
yeah, I'm gonna listen to it.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, I did it 2 weeks ago, man. It was
just about to
dope, man.
say,
It was
yeah,
real dope.
definitely gotta go check out the pod. Check out their pod, anyways. Go look at all their pods, but particularly the one with the angry Puerto Rican man. I know he repped the. I listened to a good bit of it. He repped the Fanatic Sports Pod for us, man, and always grateful for the opportunity to work with them guys, man.
And
There's some outstanding
also,
guys.
also another thing for everybody in Northwest Arkansas, Sports with the Blue Report every day on Kiss 105.3, Hip Hop
Yes,
and R&B
sir.
Liz.
Yes, sir. Shout out
I'm
to
doing
PCO. Shout out to Kiss.
I'm doing the high school previews. I started today, and I will
Yeah.
be doing. I'll finish seven. I'm gonna finish 7 days, start at 6, 5, and go down so on and so forth. Doing that right now. I'm excited about doing that. It's my favorite time of year, high school football.
Love it.
Shouts out to my nephew Killer Cam,
Yes,
doing the big
sir.
things that you're down there at DB. So man, I
So,
got an offer from Arkansas Tech the other day, so I might
yeah.
get out there.
Boo, boo, Wonder Boys, go over you. But, look, I'm happy. I'm happy for him to get that
I
opportunity
had
as
two
big.
nephews go over you though. I had two
Yeah,
nephews go over
yeah,
you.
they did the right thing. You raised them right, but that's the only Tigers I'll ever root for. But so speaking of talking about football, one big thing, bro. We've already got 9 slots. We got 3 more slots. I think I'm only gonna do the one league right now. But we got 9 slots. Blue, you doing fantasy football this year?
I would like to.
Man, jump in. I'm gonna send you the link.
All right.
Jump in. All right. So then we only got 2 slots left. Hey, listen. I know we get a lot of folks that see this. A lot of the fair sex, the women come and checking us out on the podcast. That's why Ant is growing his beard out. Listen, don't feel left out. There's already 2 beautiful women that have joined the fantasy football league. So you will not be by yourself, beating up us dumb men who know nothing about fantasy football. You're more than welcome to join us. Check us out. The fantasy football league is gonna be fun. It's gonna be. There are trophies. There's the first and the last trophy, and we'll have
You're getting the last one, right?
the last championship. Yeah, I mean it'll be our first, but yeah, our championship. I'll get the first championship. What you
You gonna
say?
name your team the Clippers? You're not gonna get a championship.
Nah, he should name his team the Sidekicks. He really should be. He should really name them the
You name your
Sidekicks.
team.
Hey,
You name
read
your team.
between the lines.
You name your team the Clippers. You're not gonna win a championship.
I almost want to do it now, but I'm scared I might not win. So never mind. So,
You're not gonna win.
all right.
You're
So
not gonna
look, speaking of the championship, so leading throughout the season, man. So first and foremost, which not everybody has to, but a lot of people will, because a lot of people that joined this league already are content creators, which certainly happy to have some of them here. They'll be doing some different content, different videos, different things that spawn from the fantasy league. But the dopest thing that's gonna happen with the fantasy league is that the championship game will be the weekend of the Fanatic Sports Podcast Fan Festival. Woo woo woo! DJ Noise. Meh, 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 meh. So that we've already set we've already set the date, January the 4th. That's week 18 of the season. It's going to be in Fayetteville. There's more details to come. We're working out a lot of stuff, but it's going to be a dope time, man. We're going to have different, a lot of our different partners are going to be coming to join us. It's going to be food, fun, libations.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can talk to. I'm gonna talk to Alan and see what we can work out and see what we can do.
It's a lot of options on the table. So there's a lot of details, but it's gonna be a lot of food, a lot of fun, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you now, 9 hours because the games start at 1, and it won't be the end of the championship, but for the most part, I don't think. As a matter of fact, it might be because usually the last week of the season there's not a game on Monday night. So this
Not a
might
game
be
on Monday night.
Yeah, this might be the championship game that ends at 10 o'clock. The 7 p.m.
And
game.
and my Michigan Wolverines already 5-0 against the Ohio State Buckeyes by that time too.
Ooh, and I'm glad you said that because we hadn't had one yet. Angry hot take.
That is an angry hot take.
That is
For
an
real.
angry hot take because Jeremiah Williams said something totally different. But that angry hot take is brought to you by Mr. Detail. Mr. Detail, angry hot take. But listen, I'm gonna say it.
Only reason why Jeremiah Williams did not go to the University of Michigan is because he couldn't get in. SAT scores were too low.
I
That's
mean,
tough.
you right.
He's not wrong, but that's tough.
I ain't not wrong. I will never argue with this man about high school football. I'll never argue with this man about college sports like that. Nope.
Listen, he
Nope.
got it. So listen,
My
y'all.
man knows his stuff. Y'all need to tune into him when he
And,
talks about high school.
and shouts out to that man. You know what I'm saying? He's a great talent.
Yeah, he balling.
Ball. He
Wrong
balling
balling.
probably the best wide receiver in the country.
That's
I'll
what.
give you that.
You like him better than You like him better
The
than
kid down there in Alabama.
yeah,
Yes.
Williams or
Yes.
Ryan, whatever. Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Jeremiah
He's probably
Smith.
the best.
Jeremiah Smith
Jeremiah
and
Smith.
Ryan Williams. Yeah, and Ryan Williams.
He's probably the best wide receiver in the country.
That's
However,
impressive.
University of Michigan, you have to go to class. Ask
So
Jalen Rose. He has his own school.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Well, look, man, we've done well. We've done well. We're
Mic
inside
drop.
a minute 10.
Mic drop.
For the Blue Report, Byron Johnson. For the Angry Puerto Rican, Anthony Roman. My name is Bloka, man. We appreciate y'all joining us. Check us out, man. We got a lot more coming this weekend. A lot more coming this week. A lot more coming in the next few months. So do not miss. And as I always say, and I believe it with all my heart, you know, they say tough times don't last, and I believe them. Tough times don't last, but tough people do, y'all. We appreciate y'all joining us on the Fanatic Sports Podcast.
Go New York.
Queens get the money.